Hey y'all, and welcome back to another episode of the Joke Life Challenge. So, it's truly been a while since we were last seen with our girl Laura, because in the last episode, as you all know, we've actually been with Connor. We played in Connor's household, we did some important stuff, we kind of digged into his personal life, and our bills have just been delivered. How much are they? 390. Well, that's not too much. But I'm just gonna have Laura make some breakfast because it is pretty early and she's hungry, so what are we gonna do? I mean, we did level up her cooking skill while I was playing off cam, so let's maybe just make some French toast. It's kind of expensive, but I think it's okay for just one sim. So let's just have her make breakfast for herself while we just kind of chat about what has happened while we were not playing with her, while we were playing with Connor. Because a lot of stuff has happened, even though I imagine it hasn't been all too long ever since we were last playing with Connor. I imagine that it's been maybe a week or so. So yeah, as you may or may not have expected, Laura still hasn't talked to her dad. As you saw in the last episode, she tried to reach out to him, but he just wasn't responding to his phone, he wasn't answering her calls. Oh my god, that seemed dangerous. So yeah, and he was just kind of shut off. She didn't really have any way to reach him whatsoever, so she kind of just gave up on that. She's still really worried about him, especially now that he's not picking up his phone, because as you all know, he's really clingy usually, so it's kind of the polar opposite. It's gone now, but she also had the sad from not being with his family members moodlet just a second ago. So yeah, she's definitely worried about her dad, but there's not a lot she can do. I mean, she has thought about just going to his place and checking on him in case something is really wrong, in case like something has happened, or anything like that, but she just didn't really get around to doing that. And like he was online and all that stuff ever since they last talked, and she saw that, it's just that he wasn't responding. So she knows that he's still online, and that's maybe one of the reasons why she's not going to his place, because if his phone was really off all the time, she would definitely call. That being said, we also did make some money from our gigs, so yeah, it's not been all that long, but it's been kind of long. I don't really know how to like describe the time that has passed, because she has made a hefty amount of money. Okay, so she's made about 50k simoleons, and in my head that's not something you can make within a week with art gigs. But yeah, she's made a lot of money ever since we last saw her and last catched up with her. Right now she doesn't have all that much to her name because she is saving up most of it, so she has all of that stuff in this little safe, and only 120 to her name, but that's fine because she doesn't really need that much. If she needs more, she's gonna get some money from the safe, but right now she just doesn't need any. She also got a nightmare, and this is really interesting because this has kind of been a huge thing. So when I was playing off cam, a lot of negative things happened. She hasn't really liked her art gigs recently. She also got the... Does she still have it? No, she doesn't have it anymore, but she did get the fear of failure. And I think that came from her art gigs, because recently she hasn't really been... I don't know. I feel like she's been more appreciated for her baking and cooking recently than she has for her art. And don't get me wrong, she does get a decent amount of money from her art, and she does have some pretty big people reaching out to her and commissioning her. But since this baking thing is kind of new to her, even though she's done it as a kid, she's just happier with that right now. She's kind of in the honeymoon phase, I think, whereas she's just now realizing that art kind of feels dull to her. So she got the fear of failure, and her performance with her art gigs also kind of decreased. Before, she was working so hard on her art, she always got excellent quality, even for the smallest gigs. She was putting so much effort into it and so much love. But then her quality decreased to normal and even poor sometimes. So yeah, I feel like she's kind of losing... It's not giving her the kick anymore, I think. So yeah, that's definitely something to expand on, but I think that's totally fine. Sometimes you just don't vibe with the things you used to do anymore. She also had a nightmare. I believe that also came from the fear of failure. At least in my head, she was having a nightmare about like maybe failing or not being appreciated or seen or anything. And this same night, she heard noises from her kitchen. So, and like I'm not making this up. Okay, kind of, but this actually happened. So she went to her kitchen, and right here there was a book on the floor. And it was a cursed book, and it was really weird because she didn't put that there. She doesn't have that kind of book. So she destroyed it, and then she got cursed. So that was that. And I think this kind of really motivates her to finally move out of this apartment. Other than that, Laura also found a blog she used to have when she was in high school. She used to have a blog where she posted a lot of stuff, especially concerning baking, and she kind of totally forgot about that. So yeah, she kind of revived that. She posted some of her baked goods and like stuff about that. And at first it was just kind of a funny haha thing. But with time, people actually started catching up with the blog again. Some people recognized it from high school and were like making funny jokes and all that stuff. But some people actually did decide to follow her, so she kind of unintentionally grew on that platform. Yeah, as I mentioned, I think I mentioned it, her cooking skill also increased, and I also want to make her work on the patisserie skill. This is a skill that comes with a mod. I think it's the one person that made Granny's cookbook, but I'm not sure. But I also want to work on that in the future. Oh yeah, she also got the close-knit lifestyle, which I think is really cute because as you guys can see, her main friends are Latte, her dad, and Bobby. So I think that's really cute. And something that really shocked me. This girl, look at her face. This girl got this sold drugs milestone while I was playing with Connor's household for like a day or so. So, you all know the basement drugs mod. She got the milestone that she sold drugs. Look at her skills. I mean, I took the mod out now because of the new update, but she didn't have any skills regarding that. She doesn't have like the NPC dealer trait or anything. And I've been suspecting something like that for a while. Well, I haven't quite been suspecting that she actually deals. I have been suspecting that she smokes weed from time to time. So maybe she had some left over because she wasn't financially doing so well. She kind of sold some to one of her friends, maybe. Because I don't think she'd just go out on the street and be like, hey kid, do you want to buy drugs? I more so think it was just like a friend thing, and she kind of wanted money because, you know, she wants to move and just to afford her baking, her things for baking and oil stuff. So yeah, that was that. I was so shocked when I saw that milestone, believe me. And I don't think this will be a thing she does a lot of times, but yeah, I gasped when I saw this. I literally gasped. And I thought about posting it on Tumblr, but then I didn't. I just kind of want to keep that for this video. So yeah, but it is getting so late. Oh my god, I talked so much. So we still have to meet up with the mom of the girl because, as you all know, we are invited to a birthday party for a little girl. And we still have to call her mom because we want to meet up with her mom as maybe ask a few questions about what cake the girl would like, if the girl would like any muffins, any specific toppings, if there's anything she doesn't like. So they agreed to meet up today about this time. And so cold and Laura is so uncomfortable because of this apartment. So yeah, this just goes to show that we have to move. Okay, so we arrived. We're with the girl's mom now. So we're with Sophia now, and we actually decided to meet up at the cafe we went to with her dad once. So we're just going to sit down somewhere. Let's maybe sit here. I think we're just going to sit back here because this is a little more secluded. And Laura isn't doing too well, and as you know, she's a loner, so yeah, I think she would pick this place. This is where the library is. Sophia's like, Sophia, how are you? I hope the drive wasn't too much, you know, there's so much snow on the street, it's like Oh, it's so much. And Sophia's like, yeah, I see you wearing like a little beanie, a little hat thingy. And Laura's like, yeah, I've actually had that in my closet for months. And I don't know, I just like the way it looks. So I've been wearing it for a long time. And Sophia's like, oh, well, that's funny. Laura's like, so what would you like for your daughter's birthday tomorrow? Because I don't know, do you have a certain theme you're following? And Sophia's like, well, yeah, we do kind of have a theme. It's not really my thing, you know. I don't really know how to bake stuff in that direction, so I asked her to help me out. And Laura's like, oh, so what's the theme? Sophia's like, yeah, you know, I asked her to like get some cheese, get some ham and all that stuff, something healthy, but she's just so obsessed with cupcakes and pink and I don't know, I really don't know how to do all that stuff, you know. She wants a fairy birthday. And Laura's like, well, I don't really see the problem with that. I mean, if she likes that, that's nice. And Sophia's like, yeah, I don't know, I've never liked that kind of stuff. So Laura's like, so do you have a Pinterest board or anything like that? Does she have certain pictures she likes, certain pictures of cake, or maybe cupcakes? This is so bad. Their friendship keeps going down. I don't think they get along very well. Laura's like, look, if you don't know anything, I can show you some because she had her phone out really quick and Sophia's like, no, I do have some photos, I think. She's like, look, I have some pictures here, you know, all the pink stuff, all those butterflies. She just, it's so much and it's so hard to bake, I think. And Laura's like, no, don't worry. It's, actually, I do know some recipes for that. I know it looks kind of difficult with all the shapes and all that stuff, but yeah, I can surely do that. And Sophia's like, you really would? That's so amazing. Oh my god, thank you so much. I seriously don't know how to express my gratitude. And I was like, it's totally fine, I got you. I also have a little question if that's not too much to ask for. Maybe I can bring a friend. And she's like, a friend? And I was like, yeah, I swear it won't be trouble. It's just, you know, can we sit down for a moment because I don't know, there's a friend that I maybe want to bring. And Sophie's like, yeah, sure, you can bring a friend as long as it's not too much, you know. And I was like, thank you so much, Sophia. Really, thank you. It means the world to me. And Laura's actually asking about this because she wants to bring Bobby. We haven't talked all that much to Bobby, we've kind of talked with her, but we've last seen her on Halloween, I think. Obviously, they've kind of seen each other in the meantime, but yeah, the reason she wants to bring Bobby is because she's kind of scared to go there alone. You know, her dad lives close by, her dad hasn't been to talk to her. Oh my god, stop fighting. Her dad hasn't been. I think the conversation isn't going well right now, so they're like, yeah, it's fine. I will see you tomorrow. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and bake now. But yeah, she wants to bring Bobby because she's kind of scared to see her dad, and if she's gonna see her dad, she won't know what to do because she'll be alone. So she kind of wants some backup because he really lives just across the street. I also really don't know what that fight was about. I think maybe Sophia was just like being picky with her daughter's birthday theme because she doesn't like pink and all that stuff. So maybe Laura's just like, okay, but like she can like the stuff she likes. So it's the next day, it's 5 a.m. and Laura's already up because today's actually the girl's birthday. So her birthday is today and Laura's going to prepare some food. She hasn't prepared it yet because last night it was pretty late and she felt like she had to catch up on sleep, and she's also really not vibing with the cleanliness of this apartment or like the Anyway, she did buy a little gift for her. She bought this little notebook. It's pink, it looks cool, it's kind of fitting the vibe of the party, kind of what the girl likes. So yeah, that was really thoughtful of her. But yeah, we definitely do have to get up and bake some stuff now. She's also pretty cold, but I guess that just happens. And our light keeps on going out, which also isn't ideal. We are going to look at apartments in the next episode, but we're just going to complain to the landlord for one last time, hopefully the last time. I hope we don't have to do this again until we move out. But yeah, we will look at new apartments in the next episode. But for now we have to get cooking because and baking because we have to get that money from somewhere, you know? So let's just go for Granny's recipes. I think it was in desserts because I do have a specific set in mind for this. Yeah, exactly here. We're going to make some Princess Castle cupcakes. We also have to get some more money from the vault really quick because she's gonna run out of money if we don't take anything else. Okay, so she's preparing the food. It looks so nice even though she's feeling so uncomfortable. I don't think that this food is going to be affected by the situation of her apartment, but I do think that it quite disgusts her. So that's not ideal, and this guy's trying to fix all the stuff. So we still have to make some other desserts. Let's make a vanilla sprinkle tray bake, because I imagine that her mother also showed her that on Pinterest. And do we have anything else we can make? Oh, this all looks so good. But let's make the cake and then a horse cake pops maybe. I actually want to do a different cake because I just changed my opinion. And let's see if I can find it. There we go. I want to make this cherry cream cake. It's also a little bit cheaper than the other one, which is good for us. Because I definitely think the girl would go for like a pink cake. How do I describe my vision? I'm gonna put a picture from Pinterest up on the screen right now in case you want a reference. This apartment is so broken. Like, not game-wise, but just, you know, maintenance-wise. It's not even funny anymore. But yeah, despite all, she's still baking and the food is still safe, so don't worry, you won't get food poisoning from it. Even though this apartment certainly does look like a safety hazard. But yeah, we have a tray thingy here, we have some cupcakes here, our hot cake pops are baking right now, and now we only need to do the cake. Look at the cake pops, they look so good. Look at this. Oh my god, girl, I'm hungry now. So she's preparing the cake. I think this is gonna be the last thing she will bake. It looks so, I'm so excited. What does it look like? Okay, it's not done yet, but we can kind of get a peek. Look at this. It's baking. It looks so good. Let's just look at the cake. It looks so good. Oh my god. Do you guys see this? And like next to the book, this kid is gonna freak out. I think at this point we should call Bobby. Okay, so Bobby has arrived and Laura's like, Bobby, can you please try those cupcakes? I'm so scared they're gonna taste bad because there was a whole mess in this kitchen when I started. And you know, the electricity box is right here, so I want to make sure that my food isn't radioactive or anything. And Bobby's like, girl, chill, I'm gonna taste it. It's fine. And Bobby's like, so, pink cupcakes, huh? And Laura's like, yeah, we have to leave in a few minutes. I'm so stressed, honestly. And Bobby's like, it's fine, you can calm down. Those cupcakes taste amazing. I don't taste a single cockroach. Laura's like, yeah, very funny, Bobby. And Bobby's just kind of brightening up the mood. I think they're gonna calm down a little bit on the drive though. I think Bobby is gonna put on some nice music or whatever. So Bobby's like, okay, are you ready to go? And Laura's like, yeah, thank you so much. I'm sorry I'm letting all of this out on you. I'm just... Oh, hold on, I actually have to take some pictures of the food. That's what Laura remembers. And Bobby's like, yeah, that's a great idea. For your blog you just found a couple weeks ago. And Laura's like, yeah, I was thinking about exactly that. And I also have to clean the counters later. But let me just take a picture really quick before we drive to the party. Bobby's like, yeah, sure, do that. By the way, do you mind if I change really quick? Because I have an outfit that I want to wear to the party. So Bobby's gonna wear her outfit. It's a little simple, but it's so nice, I think. Latte is actually calling. Maybe she's like, hey, sorry girl that I can't come today. You know, I'm busy with work. If my work hours were different, I would come. And this is also kind of the reason why Laura decided to take Bobby with her. Otherwise, she probably would have taken both or Latte, because she just knows Latte longer. I mean, they all know each other equally well, I think. But yeah, she knows Latte since high school, so it's kind of a bigger connection maybe. But yeah, since Bobby has very different work hours, she decided to take Bobby with her, and that's also totally cool. I mean, they got along so well, so it's totally fine. But yeah, this is Bobby's little outfit. I really like her pants. I think they did so well on the texture. It's not even like CC. And yeah, I think it's simple. I think it's good. She has nice earrings and she's also wearing her usual makeup. So let me just take a picture of the food we made. So we have the little tray here, we have the cake, and we also have our cake pops. And yeah, let's just take a photo to post all of this on Instagram. It looks so good close up. It looks so amazing. Oh my god, I'm shocked. Yeah, let's maybe put on like this filter. I think this is really cute. And then later this day we can go to a computer and post it. She doesn't like photography. Okay, that's fine. But yeah, later this day we can maybe go to a computer and make a little post about it. So yeah. But for now, Laura also needs to change really quick because she also has an outfit that she wants to wear for later. This is this one. She even got out her little pink jacket because she did kind of want to fit the theme, and even though her colors are more like neutrals and like colors you find outside, she kind of wanted to put on this jacket. She also did some makeup. I think it looks so cute. She wasn't quite sure if she should wear her hair like this and like do all this makeup and stuff, but she was texting Bobby and like sending her pictures, and Bobby was totally encouraging it. And yeah, so she's kind of trying a different look. I think she looks so cute. But yeah, let's just head off for now because else we're gonna be late. Okay, so we have finally arrived, and just look at this. They decorated and all that stuff. It's so cute. Like the little balloons. This little sign here saying, hey, it's this and this birthday. And they also have this little neon sign here. But let's just go inside because we have to bring the food inside. There are already some people in the living room, like parents, children, all that stuff. So let's just go to the kitchen. And Valentin is actually talking to his mother, Sophia, right now. I don't know what they're discussing, but Laura's just going to interrupt and be like, hi, I'm here, I'm sorry it took so long. We're like, hi, so we made some food, where are we, I made some food, where am I supposed to put it? And Laura, and Sophia's like, yeah, just put the tray there, you can put the other food on the table, it's fine. And Laura's like, okay then. So I'm just gonna put the cake here, I guess. And the cake pops we can actually also put here. Let's just put it like this. So Bobby is in the living room dancing to the music and watching TV. But we actually have to go look for the birthday kid. Like, where is she? I haven't seen her yet. Oh, so Maddox is actually here. Is her name Maddox? Her name is Marco? I don't know. She's wearing a super cute dress. So let's just say hi to her. Laura's like, hi Margot, how are you? I haven't seen you since Thanksgiving. And Margot's like, hi Laura, I also haven't seen you in a while. Laura's like, look, I make you some food. I baked a cake that's in the dining room. So in case you wanna go grab a bite with your friends. And this guy is actually already eating the cupcakes. So Sophia is feeling very inspired, and I think she's just going to be like, guys, the food is ready. Laura came, and Laura's feeling kind of honored. So she is kind of tense because there are so many people here. Meanwhile, Bobby is just starting random conversations. Do you see how they're like polar opposites? I love it so much. I mean, Laura also walks up to people she doesn't know, but it's kind of different. I feel like Bobby gets along with everyone, whereas Laura just kind of feels comfortable in certain groups of people, if that makes sense. See, everyone's thinking about the food. Some people are gonna grab some cake pops. Oh my god, that's so cute. Look, someone already grabbed a piece of the cake. Oh my god. Laura's actually being stopped, even though she also wants to grab a cupcake. This guy's like, oh my god, this is so good. Tell me, what recipe did you use? And Laura's like, well, I kind of followed a few ones, you know, but I also kind of improvised. And he's like, oh, do you know like the ingredients you used? Can you like give me a list because this is good? And I was like, thank you so much. This is really, I feel honored. Thank you. And she's like, yeah, this is really, really good. This is exactly what I showed you. You used like the sprinkles I told you about and everything. And he's like, yeah, it's so good. You should totally sell it. It's like, you should definitely go sell your baked goods. And I was like, thank you so much. That was really sweet. So everyone is feeling so good. Look, the kids are dancing. He's just hanging out. Even Sophia is dancing and seems to have a good time despite being really tense yesterday. Laura, on the other hand, is still kind of tense. This is why I think it's good that she has Bobby here, because she kind of has someone she knows. She can talk with her and Bobby can kind of ground her, so that's good. So let's just go to the kitchen or dining space again, so that we can kind of be a little bit more secluded, I think, because there's not a lot of stuff going on here. So let's just say hi to Margot's dad. He's like, oh, so you're the person that made all the food for Margot's birthday. I just wanted to say thank you so much. It's really, it was a struggle. We all had such intense work hours. We didn't really have time. Sophia was also not really up to the idea of the birthday theme. So thank you so much for making the time. And I was like, oh, that's no problem at all. It's totally fine. I'm honored that I can be here in the first place. And Bobby's like, yeah, so this cake really is nice, huh? And how old did Margot turn? She's just kind of doing small talk. He's like, yeah, she turned 10. It's a special day for her, it's her first 0. And Bobby's like, yeah, that makes sense. When I was 10, I also had like a totally pink birthday. It was so nice. So yeah, that's kind of the same. And I was like, so you also got some pink lemonade here. She doesn't really know how to incorporate herself in the conversation, but she's definitely more comfortable here than she is here with all the kids. So he's like, yeah, since when have you been baking? I know that with your mom you used to bake sometimes, but yeah, since when is this a thing? Is this a consistent thing? And she's like, yeah, I've actually just recently picked up baking again. It's been kind of a struggle ever since, you know, she hasn't been around anymore. And Connor's actually calling us. This is interesting. But I don't think that Laura is on her phone right now. I think she's pretty busy with all the conversations and stuff. So she's like, yeah, it's been a while since, it's been a while since I've been baking, but recently I've been getting into it a little bit more. And he's like, well, you should totally sell your baked goods more often. I mean, it was so nice to just have your food here, and I think you did such an amazing job. And while the dad, Elias, is walking out, he's saying, look, I can go and shoot your message with all the contacts I have, because I do have some contacts in a bakery, and maybe you want to sell there. And I was like, yeah, that would be really kind of you. But she's not really processing what he's saying, because there are a lot of people that want to talk to her. It's kind of stressful for her. But yeah, he definitely did make an offer just now. And I think Sophia just needs to get over here really quick. She's like, Laura, honey, I'm so sorry. I'm just coming over now and I wasn't here earlier. I sincerely have to thank you, because this was amazing. You saved everything. So let me just give you this little paycheck I have here. And I was like, oh, thank you so much. Oh, it really doesn't need to be that much. And it's 1,000 simoleons. Look at this. And I was like, look, I actually also have to give you something, because I totally forgot to give Margot her gift. So can I just give you the notebook I bought for her real quick? I don't know where she is right now. Margot's like, yeah, sure, honey. I think she's out playing with her friends. The party's gonna end in a few hours, but it's totally fine if you leave now, because we're also just kind of doing the cleanup, the kids are outside now anyway. So yeah, thank you so much for being here. But yeah, I think it was just a lot for Laura today. I think she was really stressed, but I also think that this really helped her. So I think Laura's going to go to Bobby really quick and kind of vent, because she really isn't feeling her best. But yeah, Bobby is just kind of cheer her up. She's like, no, don't be sad. It's fine. The food is so amazing. Do you wanna take a cake pop? And I was like, yeah, sure. And just as they want to leave, because they're actually going to leave in a minute, they notice that the snow is getting really heavy outside. It's kind of like a blizzard almost. Laura's like, oh, if this blizzard keeps going on, I. And Bobby's like, hey, it's fine, we can still drive, I have heating in my car and all that stuff. And Laura's like, yeah, but. And what Laura isn't really saying, she's just gonna say goodbye to them and all that stuff. But what Laura isn't really saying is that she would actually like to say goodbye to her dad, or at least check by his house, because it's over there somewhere. See, the house is right here. And she actually just wants to say goodbye really quick, or like at least check on him. So that's why she was like, yeah, I don't know about the blizzard and stuff. Obviously, it's still a blizzard, it's not always safe to drive, but that's not really her main worry. She just kind of wants to stop by her dad, maybe even sleep at his place. She just wants things to be alright again. But she's not going to, because she's with Bobby and she just kind of doesn't want to get into that much drama right now. So they're just going to go into her car, it's this one, and drive home. So as you all are seeing, we arrived, but we didn't arrive back at our apartment. We actually arrived at Bobby's apartment. And I know y'all are wondering, okay, why? Why are we at Bobby's apartment? And that's because, well, as y'all know, there's a blizzard. And what blizzards like to do is create slippery roads, and they haven't gotten into an accident, but something happened to the car. I don't know, maybe it was something with the tires. The point is that they can't drive anymore, and Bobby was offering Laura to walk her home, but honestly, Laura's just really tired from the day. So Laura insisted on just sleeping at Bobby's place for this night because it is pretty late, and just look at this view, it's beautiful. So yeah, they're staring at Bobby's place now. Laura's just really tired. Bobby already offered her some clothes. She was like, yeah, I have some teas in my closet, you can totally go get those. So I think Bobby's just going to make some mac and cheese for dinner. She's like, I can go make you some food if you want. You really just relax, okay? I know it's hard. Bobby's like, yeah, make yourself at home. You can watch a movie or watch a show if you want to while I cook here. And yeah, just enjoy yourself. Oh, and the mac and cheese is already done. Okay, let's go call to the meal. Oh, see, Laura's already happy. Feeling the heat. The digital flames look so real that Laura's instantly warm. See? Laura, you have to get some food. You're hungry. She's like, Bobby, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. And Bobby's like, yeah, it's no problem. I mean, we can even stay up longer if you want to, I don't have to work tomorrow. You're a freelancer. So they're just enjoying the mac and cheese. It's so cute. Let's turn on some more lights. Laura's like, I'm really glad to have a friend like you. You always cheer me up. And you're so nice, even when I'm not feeling my best. It's just. And Bobby's like, hey, that's what friends are here for. It's fine, I get you. Some situations just make you uncomfortable, and there are different kinds of people, so it's totally fine. And I think today has been an amazing day, especially for your path, the path you're following right now. If you really want to go for baking, and Laura's like, go for baking, I never said that. Oh, someone would like to purchase painting. And Bobby's like, I know, you never said that. But just in case you ever decide, for whatever reason, to settle on baking and selling your baked goods, I really wouldn't be against the idea, and I think that today is really a great stepping stone. But it's also totally fine if you're feeling overwhelmed with how the day has been and stuff. It doesn't always have to be fun, you know? And I understand that. And yeah, and Laura's like, thank you so much. You honestly don't know how comfy I feel now. You honestly don't know how honest I feel now. And I feel like it's kind of difficult for Laura to express that, but she definitely is really happy. Maybe she's making some jokes to kind of get away from the topic. But I think we're actually going to go upstairs now, and Bobby's going to brush her teeth really quick, and she's going to be like, "Oh yeah, by the way, Laura, if you wanna go change into your PJs, well, you don't have any PJs with you, so if you wanna go change, there's an oversized t-shirt in my drawer, so you can go grab that one." And Laura's like, "Thank you so much, Bobby, I'm gonna grab it." And there she found it. It's like a pretty simple tee. And Bobby actually also has one of these, which I think is so cute, and she's going to change into. Look at them, they're so cute. They're looking at their reflection. So I don't think we're going to sleep now, but I think we're going to maybe just sit down there, have a little pillow fight, just kind of wind down. Bobby's like, "You know what? You need to be cheered up." And Laura's like, "Well, how are you gonna do that?" And Bobby's like, just watch me, okay?" And Laura's like, "No, what are you up to? Oh no, don't hit me with a pillow. You'll get the bag." This is so cute. They're having so much fun. And I was like, "No, please don't beat me up with a cushion." And she's like, "That's not a cushion, that's a pillow." Laura's like, "No, please. You win, you win." And Bobby's like, "Yeah, damn right I win." Bobby's like, "No, please don't." Please don't beat me up. So some time has passed since you saw the last scene, the little mission I made. They've talked a lot. They kept on talking and talking, and they talked about so many important things. And Laura actually decided to sleep on the floor in the end. I mean, Bobby did invite her to sleep on the bed, but for Laura personally, it was just more comfortable to sleep on the floor on this little sleeping bag. I think it looks so cool. Anyway, so yeah, they had a really deep chat, and as you saw, Laura did have something else to say in the end. And then she said it all, she talked about it all. She was like talking about what is going on with her dad, how she's missing him, how she's not responding. She also talked about Kyle. And I know we haven't seen a lot about Kyle, but trust me, we will. It's not gonna be all that long until we see him again. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, they talked a lot. They talked about everything that was on Laura's mind. They talked about so much more. It was just such a nice conversation. It was a hard conversation for both of them, or for Laura to have, but it was definitely needed. And she did definitely need a lot of backup from Bobby's side, which she did give her. Bobby was like, "Listen, it's totally not your fault. If he's going through that struggle, if he's not replying to you, that's his problem. That's not your fault. There's nothing you can do about this." And I feel like this is really something that Laura needed. So they got so tired. They talked so much until they fell asleep. And Laura was like, "Hold on now, let me get the sleeping bag." And yeah, then they just fell asleep. And I feel like it was a really important conversation for both of them to have. And I don't really know what to say about it. It was just much needed and very personal as well. So yeah, they just kind of fell asleep. They're ending the day here. So I'm also gonna wrap up this video at this point because both of them are sleeping soundly. And so yeah. Thank you so much for watching this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I also really hope you enjoyed the little machine I made. It was really a lot of work. It was totally worth it. I think it was so nice. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know any of your thoughts, whether that be about character dynamics, certain things you can imagine for certain characters, or just thoughts or questions you have. So yeah, I would really like if you engaged in the series, because trust me, this is something we're all doing. So yeah, once again, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe and like if you haven't already, because there will be more episodes like this. I also make some other Sims videos, but this is my main challenge right now. So yeah, thank you so much, stay safe, and have a good day.